after an audio of Bishop Makamu trended on social media where the bishop was alleged to be asking for a cookie from one of his church member. A lady trended on social media, and it was alleged that that was the lady that the bishop was asking for a cookie from. However, it seems like the lady was forcefully accused of being the one that the bishop was speaking to, because someone by the name of Mjolo App tweeted that the lady in the picture is our colleague and had nothing to do with this Makamu thing. Please remove the picture. And that was not the only person who tweeted something like that. Someone else by the name of Noluvo tweeted that stop these lies about people. She does not even know who Bishop Makamu is, let alone her speaking that language. Ngumxhosakazi lona. A man by the name of Solomon Temples, who is also a YouTuber, did have an interview with a lady who is alleged that she is the one that Bishop Makamu was speaking to on the recording. I will play you a full recording of Simon Temples and the lady so that you can gather or hear what exactly had transpired between the lady and Bishop Makamu. But please note that right now we cannot conclude because we do not have a response from Bishop Makamu after Simon Temples has interviewed this lady. But I do like to hear from you after listening to the audio. What are your thoughts from everything that you have gathered and from everything that you've heard that Makamu said? Because according to Bishop Makamu, yes, he agreed that he did speak to the lady in the year 2017, but according to him, he was only referring to the keys. He was asking for the keys from this lady, whereas it doesn't seems like he was asking for keys when you listen to what the lady is saying or listen to the audio that I'm going to play for you right now. So do remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload new videos like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all.
Talking about a 17-year-old girl who had that incident with Bishop Makamu. So this is a photo of the 17-year-old. This is back when she was in school as a high school student. Just before she started working at the church, she was a receptionist and an admin person. That was where she had, and you had the conversation. So I'm not going to say much because everything is in the audio. I'm going to play the audio for you just so you can follow. I'm going to play it start to finish. It's a little over 20 minutes. So we're just going to do 20 minutes of listening, isn't it? And one of the things you're going to hear her say is you're going to hear her say quite a bit about this couple. This is Bishop Makamu and his wife, who she also mentioned. Again, after this audio, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the incident from her father's perspective, her dad, who was there. You know, it's always a beautiful thing to come from a home where there is a dad. You know, because sometimes when a girl child is in trouble with another adult, she wouldn't know where to run to. You know, but when there's a father figure or father in the house, then she can run there and the father would stand. You know, we are men, we stand and try to find out what really happened. And we follow up. You know, one of the things that was said about Pastor Timothy Motosho, who is a Nigerian pastor who in South Africa here, who has been in jail for over 3 years now, awaiting trial for different stuff that he did to young girls, you know, has a house of just young girls in the name of teaching them music, is he target girls that are from single parent house and just with their mother, because they know at the end of the day, you can get away with it, So that's what it is. That's what it is. And we're going to see quite a lot of that. And also talk about it. So I would go straight up and play the audio. I would really encourage you to please listen attentively. I would really encourage you to listen attentively. It's going to be a long audio, but please do listen attentively.
Yes.
And I must commend you for that.
No, it's okay.
Not a lot of... Oh.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You are a very brave young
Hello?
woman. You are a very brave young woman.
Well, it's okay.
And you stand for the truth.
Yes.
And I must commend you for that.
No, it's okay.
Not a lot of young people would want to say, look, leaders need to behave in certain ways, especially church leaders. We expect them to behave in certain ways. And if they are not, we have to bring attention to it,
Yes.
Yeah. But thanks so much for reaching out. I saw your screenshot. Just tell me a little bit of how it happened.
I was staying at Eden Park.
Okay.
And I was renting the room. I was sharing with my roommate, Pindile. Then he called. I was so shocked. You even know, like, when a bishop calls, you get it, right?
Yeah.
So he called then and told me to come at the Eden Park and Togoza robots to fetch the keys for Office Park. I went there. I was even running because I was scared. Oh, what if Bishop will go and shout me? Then I went there. Then I stand on the other side of his driving side.
Okay.
Then I said to him, "No, Bishop, Kitlide, Segai's key." Then I said, on the car. I must get inside the car.
He told you to get inside the car?
Yes.
Okay.
He will drop me at my place because it was late, around 7, 8 o'clock.
Which day of the week was that?
Then, sir?
Which day of the week was that? Is it on weekends?
No, it was not on weekends. It was during the week.
Okay.
I think Monday, yeah.
Okay.
Then, it was Friday.
Okay.
Friday. Then, while I was telling him to get in my street, he said no. He started talking, saying he loves me. I was like, no, how do you love me? Because you're old. And me, I take you as my father, not the other way around.
And what was your job at the church?
I was doing a receptionist, admin, and call center, praying for people.
Okay. So you told him no, that you don't love him?
Sir?
You told him no when he said he loved you. You said no.
Yes, I told him no, you can't, because I take you as my father. And his wife was pregnant by that time.
Okay.
By the last boy. Then he was saying, no, when I get to the office, I only feel you at the call center. I was like, how do you feel me? How could that happen? And he said, no, I feel you and I love you. I thought maybe he's drunk or something. Then he went with me to church.
Does he
That
drink?
same day,
Does he
went
drink?
to the church. Sir?
Does he drink? Have you ever seen him drinking?
Sir?
Does he drink alcohol?
Yeah, I thought maybe he drank alcohol. That's why he's saying stupid things.
Okay.
We went to the church. When we get to the church, I was never sure. What are we doing at church so late? Luckily, the security Andile.
Yes.
He was my friend. He was there in. So he opened the gate and Andile came and asked how Bishop was so late to attend. Then I took my phone and lighted it so that Andile could see me if anything wrong happens to me.
Okay.
Then he was like, no, this stupid is here. Then we went to the office park and said I should get into the office park. I get and he tried to kiss me. I pushed him. Then I said I want to go home. I ran and go home. Then the next day,
the office park is that your office, the church office?
Yes.
That's
he started at church office.
And also the church is there?
Yes.
And that's also where you have the call center. That's where you work?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I ran home. I got home. I was so traumatized. I couldn't even sleep. Even my roommate saw it. She was asking, what's wrong?
Now take me back before you ran. What happened? How did he do it?
He was hugging and trying to kiss me. I pushed him. Then I ran out 5 steps. Then I got home.
Okay. And when you pushed him, what did he do? Did he apologize? Did he apologize or say anything that?
No, he did not apologize.
Who was in the office at that time?
It was Ayanda at the receptionist.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then when I get home at the room, my roommate asked, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you like this? I was like, no. Then she keeps on asking. I told her, no, this is what happened. She said, no, if this happens again or calls, you should do him a recording or do a video.
Okay.
Then the next day I went to work. He was not at work. Then he called and said it was Friday, right, when it started to happen. Then
yes,
on
Friday.
Sunday I went to work. Yes, Sunday I went to work. Then late on Sunday he called.
So that telephone conversation happened late on a Sunday?
No, it happens on Monday, that one.
Okay. So
then on Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday I left.
He said he called you on Sunday. And what happened?
Yes. He said he really loves me and he wants to sleep with me. I was like, no. Then he said, okay, on Sunday. Then I said, okay, Sunday. Then on Monday, when he calls again, he made sure that my roommate was waiting for him to, that my roommate sleep at Mpumalanga.
Okay.
Then he called asking, who are you with? I'm dropping Siabong. Siabong was staying on the other street of by mine.
Okay.
Then I was like, no, I'm alone. By that time, my landlord was there. Then my landlord said, no, if he comes here, don't worry, we will burn him with boiled water. I said, okay, it's okay. Then I told him that I am alone. Then he said, you are kidding. Then I said, yes, I'm alone. Then he did not come. Then I said, no. Then that's where he started to say, when will I give him a biscuit? Then I said, oh, you said on Sunday, right? Yes. Then on Tuesday, my roommate came back in the morning and asked, oh, are you going to work? And I was like, no, I'm not going. Then she asked, why are you not going to the work? I was, no, I'm sick. I said, yeah, I'm sick. Then when my roommate left, I just packed my things and go home. Then after that, he calls. I did not pick up his calls. Then during the week, me and my father, we went there, and my father confronted him. He denied it. He said to me, I was faking the record. It was not him.
So he had denied that this recording is not him.
Yes.
But now he is accepted that the recording is him.
Yes. Then later he called my father that he want to give my father a 1 million. My father denied it. No, I can't sell my daughter. That won't happen. Then we went to ANC members and elders. Then ANC leadership said they will go and tell him and investigate.
When was that? Which year was that?
On the same year, 2017. But this thing kept on being quite silent.
So the ANC didn't do anything about it?
Yes. Until the radio do it.
So the ANC refused to do anything about it and refused to...
Yes.
They said they were going to do something about it, but they never did.
Yes. They never did nothing.
And he promised, he wanted to bribe your father to give him money so the case would go away. 1 million.
Yes. Then his wife came with 2 pastors, women's pastors. They told my mother that they want to give damage money to fix this. Then my mother denied it. No. How could you be? I get it. Mona lona o hae until why tshwantse a patale damage while as I.
And you were 17 years of age then?
Yes, I was 17.
You just finished matric. That was so you now packed your bags and left. So you left the job. You just left the job because he was sexually, harassing you.
Yes, I just left the job because I was even scared that what if something happens to me while I'm eating in park, or if when I keep on denying him, then he send his bodyguards and do something bad on me. Yes.
So his wife is also involved. She came with leaders from the church and they spoke to your mother.
Yes. Yes. And when they came, first time when they came, his wife was in the car. Then this lady came in and said he's the part of society for my mother's rural society. Then my cousin followed her to the car and said, no, you are the Makamu's wife. Then that's where she get in the house and talk. No, I wanted Mpo's mother and Mpo and talk about this issue and solve it. And this is not the first time to happen. There's this girl, it happens to her, but then he slept with her, then they gave that girl the money for the damage. Then by that time my mom and I, we were not at home. Then he came again the next day. I was not at home. They found my mother and she said she wants to take damage money for me.
How much were they offering? Did they offer any money?
She just said money to clean the darkness that they bring and damage.
So just to be clear, Makamu, he offered your dad money, and the wife, and other women offered money, but your parents didn't accept any of the money.
Yes.
Okay.
They did not.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then he sent some bodyguards here at my home, and I was not around home because I had rumors that he's looking for me. Then he sent rumors, those two men, Mbanjwa. When my cousin described them, it was Mr. Mbanjwa and Mr. Kuzwai. Yeah. I know them. Then they came and looked, and they said they are looking for the room. My cousin said, no, there is no room. There is a room at the next door. You can go there. Here, there is no room. Then they went out. My cousin followed them. They get into the car. They did not go to the next door. They were wearing Makamu's t-shirts, the blue ones, powder blue ones.
Now, let's go back to the night that he sexually harassed you, in that office.
Yes.
As a 17-year-old girl, how did you feel? Somebody like that who's a bishop.
I was so very disappointed and scared by that time.